My parents got divorced when I was a baby, so I have no memory really of my father. And my mom was a single mom, and we were very poor back then. In those days, I remember many nights of my mom crying because she was struggling financially to care for me. Food was scarce. When I was 6, my mom met a man that changed my life forever, and all our lives forever. For the next 12 years of my life, really, I lived in fear of abuse and fear of protecting my mom and soon later my younger brothers. So there was a time when I remember him telling me that if I told anybody about what was happening, that he would kill my mom and my brothers. And so I lived with that fear. I had to protect the secret in order to protect them. I remember I would always ask my mom because it was so bad, that if I could go live with my real dad. I didn't even know the man, where he lived, anything about him. But I would ask, I would beg, just to escape everything that was going on. I gave myself, I said, well, this can't happen forever. When I'm 18, I'll get that chance. I'll get that chance to meet my real dad and get to know him once I'm out of this environment. And unfortunately, when I was 18, he passed away of cancer, so I never got that chance. The day happened that God gave me that strength I needed to speak about what had happened. The fear was just oppressive in me. I lived in it every day, but somehow it gave me that courage that I needed to tell. I had a group of friends all through my life that I was very close to, and I know He put them in my life for a reason. And I told them what was happening, and my life changed from that moment on. God gave me that courage that day to speak, and somehow I did. After that, everything changed. I was at that point a young man, and experiencing freedom that I'd never had before. And I kind of walked away from God at that point. We didn't talk as much because I was, what I thought at that time anyway, enjoying life and the things I never had the opportunity to before. So, as a young adult, I had a failed marriage. I had a failed experience with college, and I had financial issues, and then I had a new marriage, and even struggles there as a young couple, and finally someone had invited us to church, and then that's when it changed. In 2009, Kim and I were sitting in church, and I really felt moved that day. We hadn't been going to church very long at that point, but God moved me that day to raise my hand and to profess my beliefs in Him and Jesus and my love for Him. And that day I was saved, and it's amazing to me that the amount of peace I felt in my life at that point. I knew I had a Savior. I knew He was gonna be there for me. I've spent my whole life listening to God, talking to God, telling Him my stories, just like any great father would do. I know He was listening to me because I know that He is my only Father.